The mansion stood at the edge of the village. Locals called it Kala Bhavan, the Black Mansion. It was a monument to forgotten glory, shrouded in whispers and shadows. No one dared to go near it, not anymore. The mansion was once grand, a testament to wealth and extravagance. Now it was a decaying carcass, its windows like vacant eyes. The once vibrant colours of its facade were now faded and peeling. Vines, thick and gnarled, snaked their way across its walls. Stories circulated about the mansion. Tales of strange occurrences, unexplained sounds and fleeting apparitions. The villagers spoke of a darkness that resided within those walls, a malevolence that lingered. Kala Bhavan was a place best left undisturbed. Four friends, Rohan, Priya, Vikram and Maya, sat huddled in a dimly lit room. Rohan, ever the adventurous one, proposed a challenge. "Let's go to Kala Bhavan," he said, a mischievous glint in his eyes. Priya, ever cautious, frowned. "Are you mad? Everyone knows the stories about that place." Vikram, always up for a thrill, grinned. "Don't be such a scaredy cat, Priya. What's the harm in a little exploration?" Maya, the quiet observer, spoke softly. "Maybe we shouldn't tempt fate." But her words were drowned out by Rohan's infectious enthusiasm. The decision was made. They would explore Kala Bhavan. The air grew heavy as they approached the mansion. A strange silence descended, broken only by the sound of their own footsteps. The gate creaked ominously as they pushed it open. The air inside was stale and musty, thick with the scent of decay. Cobwebs hung from every corner, and dust lay heavy on every surface. The silence was unnerving, amplifying every rustle and groan of the old house. As they walked through the mansion's grand entrance hall, a chill ran down their spines. It was as though an unseen presence watched their every move. Their youthful bravado began to waver, replaced by a growing sense of unease. Each room they entered seemed to hold its own story, its own secret. In one room they found a collection of antique dolls, their porcelain faces frozen in expressions of eerie serenity. One doll, with its piercing blue eyes, seemed to follow their every move. Another room was a study, its walls lined with bookshelves. A thick layer of dust covered the books, their titles hinting at forbidden knowledge. A heavy, ornate desk dominated the room. The faint scent of chemicals lingered in the air. They stumbled upon a hidden door concealed behind a bookshelf. It led to a dark, narrow staircase. Their hearts pounded as they descended, their footsteps echoing in the silence. They found themselves in a cold, damp basement. There, in the flickering light of their torches, they discovered a laboratory. The laboratory was a scene of chaos and decay. Broken beakers, rusted instruments and shattered vials littered the tables. Old journals, their pages filled with frantic scribblings, lay scattered on the floor. The journals belonged to Dr. Khurana, the mansion's former owner. His notes spoke of forbidden experiments, of attempts to cheat death and unlock the secrets of the soul. He had been obsessed with achieving immortality, driven by a fear of the unknown. Dr. Khurana's experiments had gone too far. His research had attracted dark forces, unleashed something sinister into the mansion. He had become a prisoner of his own creation, consumed by the very darkness he had sought to control. Section 6. The Shadow of Kala Bhavan. As the friends delved deeper into the mansion, they began to experience strange and unsettling phenomena. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls, cold spots formed around them, and objects moved inexplicably. They felt a presence, unseen but palpable, following their every move. A sense of dread permeated the air, a chilling premonition of something terrible about to happen. The shadows seemed to lengthen, stretching towards them like grasping claws. Rohan, his initial bravado replaced by a growing fear, suggested they leave, but it was too late. The mansion seemed to have a life of its own, trapping them within its grasp. They were no longer just explorers, they were now players in a sinister game. Section 7. Lost in the labyrinth. Panic started to set in as they realized they were lost. The mansion's layout seemed to shift and change, the corridors twisting and turning in a disorienting maze. Their once unified front crumbled, fear replacing their earlier camaraderie. Vikram, growing increasingly agitated, stormed off on his own, determined to find a way out. Maya, her eyes wide with terror, clung to Priya, her whispers barely audible. Rohan, his face pale and drawn, tried to maintain a semblance of calm. As they stumbled through the mansion, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence. It was Vikram. Terror gripped their hearts as they raced towards the sound, their own fear forgotten in their concern for their friend. Section 8. A silence unbroken. They found Vikram's torch lying on the floor, its light flickering eerily. But Vikram was gone. They called out his name, their voices echoing in the vast emptiness, but only silence met their ears. A silence that spoke volumes of their growing terror. One by one, the friends vanished. Priya disappeared next, her pleas for help cut short abruptly. Then Rohan, his desperate cries echoing through the mansion, faded into an unsettling quiet. Only Maya remained. Alone and terrified, Maya stumbled through the mansion, her mind on the brink of collapse. The mansion seemed to close in around her, its presence suffocating. She knew with a chilling certainty that she would never escape Kala Bhavan's clutches. Section 9. The mystery remains. The next morning, the villagers found the mansion's gates wide open. They entered cautiously, their hearts heavy with dread. They found no sign of the four friends, only their abandoned torches and a lingering sense of unease. The mansion stood silent, its secrets closely guarded. The disappearance of the four friends remained a mystery, a chilling tale whispered in hushed tones. Kala Bhavan, the Black Mansion, had claimed more victims. Some things are best left undisturbed, buried in the annals of time. Kala Bhavan was a stark reminder of this truth, its ominous facade a testament to the darkness that lay hidden beneath the surface of the world. The mansion stood as a silent sentinel, forever guarding its secrets, a chilling testament to the horrors that lurk in the shadows.